Hey, it's Chris, the oldest noob here. It's been a while since I posted anything. I wanted to get back on YouTube, and it's good to be with you. Mike Phillips over at TechPB posted what I thought was a pretty insightful video the other day. Basically, it was the premise was to ask whether paintball is more about the gun or more about the player. And Mike's conclusion was that it's much more about the player. He thought that 20% of paintball was your gun, and 40% was your mental state and preparation, and 40% was your physical preparation and capabilities. I think that's a pretty powerful idea, actually, especially for newer players, and I'd count myself among newer players. This video is really as much to kind of solidify what I think about this as it is to try to share it with other people. We can all maybe learn something. Here's what I think. I think that paintball is an incredibly gear-intensive activity, and all sports are like that to a degree. I know that tennis and golf and lots of other sports, there are always people talking about gear. Since I started getting more involved in paintball, I've been amazed at just how much we all care about who's got which gun and what brand of pad somebody wears, and what kind of goggles somebody has on. It's amazing to me. I guess my goal here for this video is to kind of for people who don't have unlimited time and unlimited money to invest in paintball, to think about what some goals are to improve your experience. Okay? So I guess the first question I would ask is, what are you in paintball for? And I'm going to assume that you're in it to be a better paintball player. Because if you're in it to be a gun collector, you're watching the wrong guy's videos. Here's what I think about kind of Mike's 20-40-40 guideline, right? I think you need to get to a basic set of gear in order to move forward. And I would say that that set of gear is a gun that is a stable, relatively easy to maintain shooting platform, right? I mean, I would say that my rail is kind of like that, I mean, it shoots 300 feet per second, just like everybody else's. I can't outshoot it on semi. I mean, everywhere I play is semi. I don't play ramping anywhere, so I can shoot I don't know, 12 maybe, right-handed, 15. I don't know, my very best day. So I'm not going to be able to outshoot this gun. It's pretty easy to maintain. It's easy to clean, lube it up. I understand how it works now. I've had it apart enough that I'm pretty familiar with the internal workings of it. And frankly, it's never let me down, right? I mean, I've never missed a kill because the gun screwed up, and I've never gotten killed because the gun didn't do what I asked it to do. Responsibility for all my mistakes rests squarely with me. So I think, as part of the basic kit that you want to build to as a newer paintball player, newer tournament paintball player, this probably applies to woods ball too. You want a basic, dependable gun, okay, that can keep up. All right, you need a set of goggles that work. Don't have cracked, nasty, scratched up lenses that you can't see out of. You probably need pads. I personally don't wear knee pads, but I wear elbow pads. My pants have pretty good padding in them. I personally think you should wear a cup if you're a guy, because getting shot with something at 300 feet per second in the mailbag is not anything I want any part of. So I wear a cup. I think you probably want cleats. And then there's a zillion other things you get, but basically, I think that's a decent starter kit, right? You need air, you need a loader that can keep up with your gun. So loaders have gotten real inexpensive. For $50, you can easily get a loader that can keep up with, a rail or an SLG or an ion or any other decent gun. And so here's what I would say. Mike says the gun's 20% of paintball. he also says that once you've got a decent gun, you're done. And to me, that's the key idea, right? Once you're happy with your gun, stop screwing with it. Don't spend your time fantasizing about what other gun you're going to get or what, spiffy newfangled thingamahopper you're going to swap in. Once you're happy with your gun, just have that be okay for a while. Just decide that that your gun's not going to be a topic for a while, okay? Because you've got other stuff you can deal with, right? When you're great, then mother frickin' frack. Okay, so get the basic gear, and then don't sweat your gear for a while. You still do need to spend some time and effort and money on your gear, right? Especially, when you finish playing, strip your gun. The night before you're going to play, clean your, make sure your gun's lubed up, make sure it shoots okay, maybe dry fire it some if you want to. If you've got the capability of shooting at your house, if you've got reballs or you've got, a big backyard you can shoot in, go shoot some rounds. If you've got a chrono your gun. So take time to maintain your gun. But once you've got your basic kit, stop fretting about it, okay? Because you got other stuff to do. So then, there's this question, it's really a question of opportunity cost, right? That if we don't have unlimited time, we don't have unlimited money, if we're spending our time and money on guns, we're not spending it on other stuff, right? Take, for example, right? Imagine you had two twins who were both like new paintball players, and you had $1,200 to invest in each of them, right? One of them, you took the $1,200 and you went out and you bought him an ego. And you just handed it to him and said, here you go, kid, rock, go play paintball for a year. The other one, you spent $200 on an SLG or another quality $200 gun. You handed it to him, and then for the other $1,000, leftover $1,000, you use that for entrance fees, paintball clinics, maybe a gym membership, maybe some instructional videos, Dynasty Dissected. You invested that money in playing and getting better. At the end of a year, I don't have any doubt that the kid with the SLG is going to be a better player than the kid with the ego, because they invested more wisely, or we invested for them more wisely in their progress, right? So that's just, as a newer player, I think that's what you want to be doing. You want to get yourself to a decent level in terms of gear. You want to get to okay, and then at that point you want to invest in yourself as a player. Getting more fit. If you're a fat ass like me, losing weight, working out, running, riding your bike, swimming, whatever it takes. And I think. One way to think about the goodies, right? I mean, imagine let's say you're grown up with a job, and you have the capital, right? You have the money, or you're a kid who's got parents who are loaded and want to just burn money on your paintball hobby. Here's what I would suggest you do: make a set of rewards for yourself, so that tell your folks, if you're a kid with parents who want to spend money on you, tell them, buy me Supergun X when my 3-man team wins a rookie tournament, or when we place in the top three times, right? Or if you're a fat ass like me, when you lose 25 pounds, or make goals that will make you a better player, and use that as a challenge to earn that reward. And I think that'll make you a much better player faster, and that's kind of the idea. Anyway, just some thoughts about this. Hope that helps, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.
What's that blue thing?